Edgar, how was your weekend? What do you do?
Well, the last weekend, I did. Well, first of all, my uncle had a birthday. Uh, he had 20, sorry, 50 euros. So
Okay.
the celebration was really amazing. Then the Saturday I did some duties on my house. Finally the Sunday I did well. I hanging out with my friends. Um, I just surrounded with them in the downtown. And that's all.
Okay. Excellent, Edgar. So I think you have had fun this weekend, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's really interesting. Thank you, Edgar. And what about Perla? What do you do this weekend?
Um, well, I have to go to the doctor. I also try to go everywhere I wanted to go, mm, walking.
Okay.
So I walked a lot.
Okay. Do you like to walk a lot?
Yes, I do. I find it relaxing.
Okay, that's really nice. Thank you, Perla. Okay, guys. So, well, before we start, do you have any questions?
No, Jose.
Okay, just in the previous lesson, we didn't finish the whole lesson because I had problems with my internet. So I want to apologize with you for that. So
It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm gonna share my screen so we can start today's lesson. Okay, give me a sec, please. Okay, can you see my screen or?
Yeah, right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Already done.
Okay. And what about Perla? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so we're gonna continue with this lesson. Okay, can somebody tell me what did we learn in the previous lesson? What do you remember?
In the previous lesson, uh, we did some exercise related with what did you call what did you uh yeah what did you mean um describe well when we use these phrases when you don't know the meaning of the word exactly. So also we talking about something related with appearance. Um, and that's all.
Okay, excellent idea. And what about Perla? What do you remember?
I remember the same as ever, like those words like um how do you call this? How do you call that? Um and to answer is like you mean or do you mean? And
Okay,
we also
excellent, Perla. Okay, guys, as you both mentioned, we were learning about appearance and we also learned some expressions as the one you mentioned to name some things that we don't know. Okay, so today we're gonna continue with this topic, but today's topic is called changing fashions. What do you understand with this topic? Changing fashions. Someone?
Maybe when uh well we have two different options. The first one maybe if you are not comfortable with your style, probably you want to change it. And talking about appearance or the the wear of the clothes that used to be, or the other one is just follow the trends. Um, I think it's the well, uh, yeah, I believe that it's the two options for me
Okay,
changing fashions.
excellent, Edgar. And what about Perla? What do you think about this topic, changing fashions?
It could mean like to impose a new trend.
Yes, okay, impose a new trend. Okay, it can be that. Okay, excellent. So let's continue then. It's today. Well, today we're gonna read an article about fashion. Okay, and we're gonna use the expressions that we have been learning so far. But first, we have some questions for you. What do you think about fashion in general, Edgar?
Well, in general, I agree with the people that make this kind of culture, but the problem is that nowadays, talking about fashion, it's like the same and a plastic ultra faster changed the style um, and trends. Also, I think it's like banality or something like that. The problem is that talking about environment issues, it's not good for the planet. Yeah, it's complicated. Uh,
Okay, that's really interesting, Edgar. And what about Perla? What do you think about the same question?
No. Well, I'm not really into fashion, so I wouldn't know what to say about that. But as Edgar said, the one thing I know about it is that it changes pretty often, and when people try to follow these trends, they they have to like buy fast fashion clothes. So it's not good for the environment. It pollutes a lot of.
Okay, so you both, okay, Perla, thank you. So you both agree that it's not good for the environment. Okay, that's interesting. And the second question that we have here is what clothes and hairstyles are in fashion right now? What do you think, Edgar?
I'm not the best person to answer that question.
Well, have you seen
But
something that is really popular right now?
um, not really.
Okay, don't worry. What about Perla? Have you seen something that is really popular right now that many people it's wearing nowadays?
I remember that like some years ago, people started wearing like mm, uh, clothes that look like they are old.
Okay. Okay, vintage
Um,
clothes, I guess.
Yeah, vintage.
yeah,
Vintage clothes. Okay, so in the past they were popular, but nowadays people have started wearing them again. So
I
I
guess.
guess that's the trend right now to look at this word. Have you heard this word aesthetic?
No.
No. Aesthetic, it's kind of like a fashion style uh, that make people look vintage. Okay, so they think that if they wear that kind of clothes, vintage clothes, for example, baggy jeans, colors like uh, pink, green, and all that sort of stuff, they call that the aesthetic. Okay, so
All right.
let's continue with the third question. Okay, so when did they become fashionable? Carla mentioned that some years ago. Okay, and the final question. If you could eliminate one fashion trend, what would it be and why? Edgar?
Uh, I don't know. Probably, well, something that I never agree with that kind of athletic club. I never seen interesting or fashionable that kind of fashion trends, but many people used to wear these fairy clothes. Also, pajamas. Nowadays, the fashion is like the same like conceptual art. So no matter what what create or what happened, any action or any activity or movement that someone create, it's an art. I'm not agree with that kind of art.
Okay, I agree with you. Okay, excellent, Edgar. And what about Carla? What do you think about the same question?
I have thought about it in the past, but I can't remember one trend that I didn't like. But at the end, people chooses if they follow these trends or not. So um, I don't I don't see why I could I would like to eliminate them.
Yes.
I think there is no trend.
Okay, that's acceptable. The people decide if they want to wear them or not. Okay, excellent. So as you can see, this topic is about fashion. We are not very familiar with this topic, and neither am I. So we're gonna read some fashion statements, an article about fashion, and we're gonna learn a little bit more about this. So I'm gonna share my screen again so we can read the book. Okay, can you see the book?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, here we have an article about fashion statements. As you can see, we have different, we can say, features. Uh, and we're gonna read this article to learn a little bit more about this. Okay, can Edgar start reading the first paragraph,
Sure.
please?
Uh, Fashion statements. A few days ago, I pointed out my 12 years old niece to a friend. She's the one wearing braces, the pink ones. I realized at that moment that braces are now a fashion statement. Can you imagine? But then, did you ever imagine the plastic shoes with holes in them will become so popular those years ago? Or that you could buy little charms to wear or them?
Okay, excellent. I'm gonna continue. But that's the great thing about fashion. You're never quite sure what's going to become the in thing. Okay, Carla, can you continue, please?
Big glasses. Big glasses came and went. And then everyone wanted to design glasses with a logo. Men wore glasses with heavy black frames for a time. then colored frames were the in thing, and some didn't, and people, I'm sorry, and some people didn't want frames at all. Glasses so became a fashion statement, and people wore them even if they didn't need glasses.
Okay, excellent. I'm gonna read this. Okay, hairstyles are another great way to make a fashion statement. Men with ponytails, shaved heads, cornrows, they've all come and gone and come back into style again. Women's hairstyles are long and straight 1 minute, and short and curly the next. Bangs are in. Oh, wait. No, bangs are out. Okay, Edgar, can you continue, please?
Then, of course, dry jeans, straight legs are the way to go until everyone wears the flare. Some guys wear them baggy, really baggy. Women, on the other hand, seem to prefer skin jeans. Black jeans are in, and then everyone starts wearing with jeans or pink jeans or every other color.
Thank you. And Perla, please, can you continue?
One thing is for sure, it's a look of work keeping up with the latest fashion trends and expensive. Maybe the best way to keep maybe the best way to make a fashion statement is to do your own thing and not follow fashion at all.
Okay, excellent. Okay, what do you understand with this article? Did you get something? What's the main idea of this article?
Yeah, confirm my idea that fashion is not good.
Okay, and what about Perla?
Yeah, well, it says that you never know what's going to come, and that there are some things that um we we are using again, and
Okay,
some others we only change some things about it.
okay, excellent. So as you can see in fashion, it's constantly changing and people decide if they want to follow these trends or not. Okay, so do you have any questions with this article?
Oh,
No. Okay, let's continue. Okay, here I have some questions about this article that we're gonna be talking about. Okay, what does the writer say, sorry, that braces are now a fashion statement? What do you think? Do you want to read the
if
first part
I'm
again?
not wrong,
Okay.
mention that change a lot of colors or something like that.
Okay, change a lot of colors. Let's see. Okay. Braces are now a fashion statement because people can choose their color. Okay, excellent. And what about the second question? What shoe style became popular 10 years ago? What do you think?
No,
Anyone?
I don't remember. Sorry.
You don't remember? Edgar, do you remember?
Neither.
Okay, let's see. Okay, the plastic shoes with holes in them. Okay, do you know this kind of shoes?
Yeah.
I guess they are called Crocs, right?
Yeah.
The Crocs. Okay, they are very popular nowadays. Okay, and the third question. What 5 styles of glasses does the writer mention? Do you know any who wears any of them? Okay, do you remember any style of glasses in the article?
It mentioned that many people follow or to buy the glasses with the label or designer or the logo, even if it's not prepared for someone.
Okay, excellent. And what about Carla? The same question.
Yeah, with different colors or without the like this material that is around the glass.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's see the answer. Okay, here it says that the author mentions the glasses with designer logos, glasses with heavy black frames, glasses with colored frames, and glasses with no frames. Frames, do you know what is frame?
Yes.
El armazón.
El armazón, exacto. Okay, let's continue then. Okay, well, do you know anyone who wears any of these kind of glasses?
I know someone.
You know someone? Okay. And what kind of glasses does this person wear?
The same like the article mentioned. He always search the last model of many labels. If I'm not wrong, he his favorite label is Lacoste, but it's many. It's too expensive to pay that kind of glasses. But anyway.
Okay, yes, I totally agree with you. That kind of glasses, especially the ones that have logos or brands, are really expensive, and people usually buy them because they want to look fashionable. They don't care if the glasses look well of them. Okay, excellent. Perla, do you know someone who wears these kind of glasses?
Well, I'm not exactly in order to follow this trend. My sister um wears glasses and she likes to have different options. So
Okay,
yeah.
excellent, Perla. Okay, let's continue with the fourth question. How many hairstyles for men does the writer list? Do you remember?
Uh, yeah. It mentioned ponytail, shaved heads, cornrows.
Okay, shaved hair, ponytails, cornrows. Okay, excellent. Do you know or do you have friends with these hairstyles?
Yeah. I have an uncle, and
Okay.
he has ponytail style.
Okay, ponytails. Excellent. And what about Perla? Do you have any friends with these hairstyles?
Yeah, I think that when the pandemic started, most of my friends started to let their hair grow,
Okay.
and they started wearing a ponytail.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, so okay, let's continue with the fifth question. What is the opposite of baggy jeans? Straight leg jeans or which style do you prefer? What do you remember?
It would be skinny jeans. Right.
Skinny jeans. Okay. Edgar, do you agree?
Yeah, the same. It's skinny green, skinny jeans. Sorry.
Skinny jeans. What do you think about this type of jeans? Do you like them?
Yeah, I prefer the skinny jeans because I don't like it just the strength. It's very uh I don't know how can I say it holgado,
Okay, baggy,
baggy.
baggy, baggy.
Okay, baggy. So yeah, for me, I preferred skinny jeans.
Okay,
Also, visual, yeah, I think it's better.
okay, good. And what about Perla? What do you think about skinny jeans?
Well, I have worn them, but I uh, they they are not my favorite.
Okay,
um, I would rather using like straight jeans.
straight leg. Okay, excellent. So I think nowadays it's popular to wear this type of jeans, skinny jeans. I've seen many people wear them, and I have also worn them, but well, it depends on the person. Okay, excellent. And let's continue with the final question. It says, what advice does the writer give about keeping up with the latest fashion trends? Do you agree? What do you think about this question?
Uh, well, the best advice at the end of this article, it mentioned that uh, you don't have to follow these trends. The best option that you could be use or create is make your own criteria with fashion style. No matter if it's a trend right now or not, but the most important is that you feel comfortable with that.
Okay, excellent. To feel comfortable with the things that you're wearing. And what about Perla?
I agree with what the writer says about it because well it's not good for the environment or for for your money to keep the every trend and it's not always like people follow these trends because they like it. They just follow it because it's what everyone is using. So I also think that if there are any trends that you you like, you feel comfortable with, it's okay to follow them. But and you shouldn't try to fit in if you don't feel comfortable with this trend.
Okay, excellent, Perla. Um, okay, well, here it says that the author advice is to do your own thing and not follow fashions. Okay, okay. We have one last question that isn't here, but what's the most expensive thing that you have bought for you? Do you remember? Or anyone?
Uh, this question is on the article.
No, it's not. It's for you.
Ah,
Have
okay,
you
okay,
ever
okay. Ah, okay.
something that is really expensive in
Yeah.
fashion?
Uh, a blazer. I think it's the most expensive.
Okay, a blazer. Okay, and what about Perla? Have you bought something
Mm,
that is
I
expensive?
I I don't think so. I the one thing I like to invest my money in are my shoes because I think that
Okay.
they last for longer when I invest more money on them, but I don't used to spend too much money. Well,
Okay, yes, I agree with the shoes. If you spend more, well, in some cases, if you pay more, they're gonna last longer. Okay, we're gonna. Any questions so far, guys?
No, Jose. No question.
Okay, we're gonna do this listening to practice more about this topic. I'm gonna. Give me a sec. Okay, give me a moment, please. Okay.
Page 115. Page 100.
Can you listen to the audio?
yes.
Yes.
Page 115.
Okay. Okay. Well, here it says that listen to a fashion editor interview for people. What items are they talking about? Write the numbers of the conversations 1 to 4 next to the item. That is one extra item. Okay. Vamos a escuchar este audio y vamos a enumerar los artículos que tenemos aquí. Hay uno extra.
Lesson D. Changing fashions. 2. Listening. What's in style? A and B. Listen to a fashion editor interview 4 people. 1.
So, Leslie, tell me, are you noticing any interesting new styles at the moment?
Well, there are always new styles, and this is interesting, I'm noticing that young women are wearing black dresses to weddings. You know, I'm going to a lot of weddings these days. It seems like all my friends are getting married. And all the women wear black. Sometimes even the bridesmaids wear black. I guess everybody wants to look skinny, and black makes you look thinner.
So, what do you think of this style?
Actually, I like it. I mean, I'm a little heavy, and I like looking thinner.
2.
Emery, how do you like the new styles these days? Are there any styles that you like particularly?
Well, let's see. A lot of women are wearing really high heels, like 4 inches high or more. And sometimes even higher when they wear those thick soles. What do you call them?
Do you mean platforms?
Yeah, right, platforms.
So, do you like platforms and heels?
Actually, I like high heels a lot. I think women look great in them. I have to say, though, that sometimes I worry that my girlfriend is going to fall and hurt herself.
3.
So, Kara, are there any interesting new styles that you're seeing lately?
Well, something I always notice is young guys wearing baggy jeans. Actually, it's not a new style. I think it started like 10 or maybe even 20 years ago. But some styles just never go away. And some women are even wearing them now.
So, do you like them?
Not at all. I think guys just look really heavy in them.
What about the women?
Same thing. I mean, most women just look better in tighter jeans. What do you call them? The skinny jeans. Baggy jeans don't look good on women, or men for that matter.
4.
So, what new styles are you seeing these days, Franz? Anything you like?
Let's see. Well, I work in an office, and a couple of years ago, the men usually wore white shirts, or maybe light blue, but lately things are different.
How so?
Well, we're wearing different colors, like soft green, pink, and yellow shirts, and, colors like that.
So, what do you think? Do you like the new look?
Yeah, I really do. I really like wearing all these colors. And you know, it's a lot more fun to choose my clothes in the morning. I spend a lot of time choosing shirts and ties.
Okay, guys, do you have the answers?
I think so.
Okay, what about Perla?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so what's the item that they don't talk about in this article? That they didn't mention? Oh, well, what's number one? What they did talk about in the first example?
The dresses.
Dresses. What did they say about dresses?
Uh, the girl talking about nowadays it's a new style with a young women, especially with the wedding. Um, they are wearing a black dresses.
Okay, they are wearing black dresses in weddings. Okay, excellent. That's number one. And what about number two? What item they are talking about?
They are talking about shoes.
Shoes. Okay, what did they say about the shoes?
That it's popular to wear heels or platform shoes.
Okay, platform shoes. Excellent. And what's number three? Which item they talk about?
Pants.
Okay, pants. Excellent. What did they say about pants?
Uh, they mentioned that young guys prefer baggy jeans. Also, when that kind of fashion style was 10 or 20 years ago and never go away. So also some women wear that kind of baggy jeans. I think that's all.
Okay, excellent. And what's the last number? What did they talk about in the number four?
And they talk about shirts.
Okay, shirts. What did they mention about shirts?
And this person says that now there are many different colors to wear in shirts.
Okay, this person has different colors to choose every morning. Okay, excellent, guys. Well, so far, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. And well, as you can see, this was kind of like a speaking class because we were talking just about fashion trends. Well, give me a sec. Okay, so have you ever written an article before?
Article related with fashion
No,
or in general?
In general,
Yeah.
yes. What can you tell me about writing an article? What do you remember?
Well, if I know wrong, I remember when we are at school, especially at university. Um, uh, we learned the parts of the article,
Yes.
the phases, and also the process, the rules. Talking about the grammatical structure. Yeah, there are many things when you create an article.
Okay, so what's the first thing that we have to write in an article? Can you tell me?
The title.
The title. Okay, excellent. Okay, Bella, what can you tell me about an article? Have you ever written one?
Yeah. Well, we have to do some research
Yes.
and to write about some facts that could support our article.
Excellent. Okay, excellent. Okay, we're gonna briefly learn how to write an article. I mean, the different parts that an article has. Okay, how to write an article. As you both mentioned, the first thing that we have to write in an article is the title. And then we have to write a short introduction. Okay, an introduction. Do you know what is an introduction?
A summary.
A summary. Okay, a summary about the complete article. Excellent. And then in English, in this type of articles, academic articles, we have to write one thing that we like about the topic. Okay, for example, when we are taking a test in English and they ask to write an article, this is the main structure that we have to follow in order to properly write an article. Okay, so as I mentioned, first the title, then the introduction, and then you're gonna write one thing that you like about the topic. For example, in this case, we're talking about the internet, and we're gonna write something related to this topic. And then we can divide our article in different topics depending on how much we want to write. And then, for example, we can write another example, what I like best, and recommendations. Okay. And finally, we have to write a conclusion. Okay, in a conclusion, what do we usually write about?
The cap of all the article. Also your personal opinion.
Okay, excellent. The personal opinion about the complete article. Well, this is an example of how you can write an article in an exam in English. I know that it's very different from writing an article at school, but when we are learning English, this is kind of like the structure, the basic structure that you have to follow in order to write an article. The title, introduction, podemos decir que es la introducción, el desarrollo y la conclusión. Okay, so far, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, just for you, Perla.
No, it's all right.
Okay, guys, so we only have 8 minutes left before we finished. Well, what can you tell me about today's lesson? What did you learn?
We learned related with changing fashions. Discuss the clothes, the hairstyles, what were become fashionable things. How can be better way with thinking about buy something. Also, we learned a new vocabulary related with this topic. And finally, you teach us, you taught us how to write an article.
Okay, excellent, Edgar. And what about Perla?
I think that Edgar said everything.
Sorry,
Well, it's okay. Well, yes, we use some vocabulary speak about trends and fashion. I think that was like the main topic.
Yes.
Well, we read and we practiced our reading skills
Okay, you're
and
reading.
our listening skills.
Okay, reading skills and listening skills. Okay, excellent, guys. Well, if you don't have any more questions about today's topic that was about fashion, and we were only reading about fashion and learning some vocabulary related to it, and we, as you mentioned, we practice our listening and reading skills. Well, if you don't have any more questions, I think that'll be it for today. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so I'll see you on Thursday to continue learning more about this. Have an amazing day, guys.
You too,
Have a nice
see
one.
see you
Thank
on
you very much.
Thursday.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye bye.
See you.
See you.